you have any evidence that she made money off these or sold them?
I do have evidence. I just want to give you an idea. Okay, in Exhibit A...
Cashimier, he said, do you have evidence?
Please, Ms. Daly.
If she
You're creating problems for us and yourself. Go ahead.
If you see in Exhibit A, you see how much the books are worth. Just if you look, they're $2,000 for one book. If you go to Exhibit B, it shows you during the time, and this was put out on 4/12. They immediately did it because people were selling these books online. TMZ, this is TMZ, a reliable source, okay? So people profiting off of memorial books, okay? So this is the day of his funeral, which was May 12th.
Yes. I asked you, though, I'm going to open
Okay.
Okay, I have a question. First of all, that's not what they're worth. That's the bidding, the amount that someone is saying, hey, I'm selling them for, or make your best offer.
Right.
So they're not worth that. But I know that they were selling.
Yes.
And there was an article where the family were begging people not to make money off
the book.
Tragedy.
Correct.
But you are saying you want $5,000 for the programs. You're doing the same thing. How does this make you different?
It makes me different because this case really wasn't even on obituaries. The case was based off emotional distress.
Now, what she has produced are text messages where she is trying to get these books back, and this person is clearly not denying taking the books and saying, we're going to work this out. So what that tells me is that someone else was responsible. Unless you can provide evidence and it points directly at her,
yes,
then we could have a different conversation. But right now, you haven't proven that.
Okay, well, I'm trying to prove that nobody told her to take the books out of my car. I'm trying to prove that if I was living with her, why didn't I ever get my books?
Well, show me your proof of therapy. You said you're going to therapy now.
Yes,
Where's the proof?
My therapist was saying something about a patient confidentiality disclosure.
I'm not asking you what y'all talk about. I want to see proof of therapy sessions.
I don't have it.
Okay.
Now, Ms. Amanda.
Yes.
You're saying that your sister came here, that she's made up this person, and yet we have actual text exchanges between a real person. And we have an actual accusation by your sister that this person took the obituaries.
You want to know
This is
what?
your sister.
Y'all don't know her like that, and y'all don't know me like that. And I'm just saying it in a respectful way of, I could have put my hands on her, but I didn't do none of that. I know this girl, she done done more than just this to me. So this right here, she wasn't getting away with it because I seen too much. So for her to be sitting up here just, oh, because he took them, nobody told you to take them. Nobody told you to remove them from where I left them. That's the point.
Well, we understand that point, but that's not stealing.
But that's what she took them for. She even gave one to my cousin. My cousin already told me that.
Tasha, why didn't you give her your booklet?
I mean, that's fine. Let me get it.
I mean, I really don't understand why you still have one and not give it to her. It means a lot.
Because
So
it's
why don't you-
fine, because I asked her to get me one, so that's why. Now, period, point blank, all this is because she feels some type of way, which she did.
She shouldn't have did it.
I didn't do anything. If I come steal something at your house, right?
Take something out your car.
And
Tasha, I need you to be the voice of reason.
it's
though.
too much.
I understand, but this is
too much.
Hold on, but this isn't therapy. This is a courtroom, right? We need proof. I can't go off of emotions.
The proof is that she lied and said that
They was at her house.
They was at my. I took the books out the car.
Did you hear her say that? You didn't hear that. No, she told you that.
And it's true. And she acknowledged that she did say that.
No, I did not.
All right,
She did acknowledge that.
Hold on. I have one last question. How did the cousin get one?
That's why you said.
I gave it to her at her house, and she was there. Cashimier was there, and
I
Tasha was
wasn't
there.
there.
They
You're a liar.
She was at
When
work.
was this?
But how?
Before
if
I
she
went
took
to
you
the
home?
procession.
All
We
right.
came back because you had to change your clothes.
Wow.
We have to.
And so now nothing will ever be resolved because she's a liar.
You a liar.
Stop. This.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Guys.
Okay, you're excused. Both parties are excused.
Now in recess.
Immediately.
Hold on.
Outside the doors.
Right.
She gonna come to court.
Okay, no, be quiet. No, be quiet.
Why would you lie?
No.
Stop.
No, we're not going to do that.
I don't care.
Stop.
Why are you lying? You were putting on a show.
Step out, please.
She's sitting up here lying.
Okay. Go to your left.
Miss Amanda, Miss Daly, we've reached a unanimous verdict. Miss Amanda, there are laws that prevent us from deciding cases that are too old, beyond the statute of limitations. So we couldn't even address the issue of liability to assess your claim against your sister because the case is just too old. It's been time barred. So there's clearly some underlying issues we can't fix, but just sticking to the legal claims today, we had no other choice but to dismiss your claim. I hope that somehow you two find a way back. I hope you can find some peace. So the verdict today in your case, Miss Amanda, is to dismiss your claim.